Good morning. This is B. Nagesh, retired civil servant, MA in Political Science and Public Administration. Today we do a unit on General Studies 3, Agriculture, Food Processing. As I said, General Studies 3 basically comprises the following units: economy, agriculture, internal security, disaster management. So, disaster management, science and technology, and environment. In agriculture, if I see the pattern of questions asked in the previous years, agriculture, the standard 60 to 65 marks come every year. So today we take up for discussion unit in agriculture, food processing. See the question for discussion. A well-developed food processing industry is expected to reduce wastage, generate employment, and promote exports. Review the key concerns associated with the food processing industry. Question is very straightforward. So what you are going to analyze in the question is a brief introduction. Then what are the concerns or the obstacles which are plaguing the food processing industry? Then you can highlight the challenges involved. So as in other general studies topics, we start with an introduction. Now the food processing industry is still at a very nascent stage. It is still in a very developing stage. 2.2% of the total food produced in India is processed. Just 2.2% as compared to 65% in the US and China. So in the beginning itself, you highlight the fact that a very small percentage of the food produced is available for food processing compared to 65% in the US and China. Now, though we are a top producer of food, production levels are the lowest among the BRICS. If you take the BRICS countries, we account for only 1.4% of the world food trade. So these are the statistics relating to food processing. With this introduction, we go to the main part of the question. What are the key concerns affecting the food processing industry? First point which I would like to mention: long fragmented supply chains and high wastages. So this is the first important point which we highlight in our answer. The supply chains are long but fragmented and high proportion of wastages. Inadequate cold storage. Now only 21 million tons is available. The cold storage facility is just 21 million tons, whereas the requirement is 31 million tons at present. So there's a shortage of 12 million tons with respect to cold storage. Then cold storage is available only for single commodities like potato, orange, apple, flowers. So what is going to happen is there is poor capacity utilization when cold storage is available only for a single commodity. Now the players involved in warehousing, they are unorganized players. It is dominated by the unorganized sector. Unorganized sector, it is not in a planned manner. Come to poor logistics. Now 2% of the total network available in the form of national highways carry 40% of the cargo. 2% of the national highway which is available in the form of road network, they carry 40% of the cargo. Then you see the balanced road work is not well maintained. Apart from the national highways, you see the position in the state highways, other district, minor district roads, rural roads, which are not maintained. This affects the road network carrying capacity. It affects the transportation of cargo. If you see the truck trailers cover 250 to 300 kilometers daily as against the international norm of 600 to 800 kilometers. Now, when we speak of food processing, now the number of labs which are available, they do not have accreditation facilities. So this is another important problem in food processing, as majority of the labs do not have accreditation. Then the food processing sector is tackled by umpteen number of ministries. See, the Ministry of Commerce is in charge of trade promotion. Ministry of Agriculture deals with raw agricultural commodities. Ministry of Small Scale Industries deals with food processing. Ministry of Health deals with food safety. So if I am interested in setting up a food processing unit, I have to run around to several ministries, each one doing one portion of the work. There is no coordination, inconsistent policies, lack of adequate trained manpower. Continuing the discussion on the key concerns, as I said, the road network, last mile connectivity is not there. This same thing prevails even in respect of rail transport. Last mile connectivity is not there. Then port connectivity. Then we spoke of multiple agencies dealing in food processing. Inadequate access to credit. Apart from this, we can also highlight the processing technologies. They are obsolete and it requires large investment in the form of better machinery. So all this is lacking. It takes a lot of time. So these are the key concerns I would like to point out. Coming to the challenges, I divide the challenges into two parts: uncontrollable factors and controllable factors. In uncontrollable factors, I speak of fragmentation of land holdings, which is the bane of agriculture, climatic variations, constraints in land availability, land not being available in a single parcel but scattered. So, in the uncontrollable factors, fragmentation of land holdings, climatic variations, and constraints in land availability. This is the uncontrollable factors that is beyond anybody's control. They're subject to the vagaries of nature. So this is an important challenge affecting the performance of the food processing industry. Coming to the controllable factors which can be controlled: quality of the produce. So this is something which has to be taken care of if the food processing industry is to thrive. The quality of produce. Then inconsistency in the central and state policies. As I told you, if we see the functioning of the in the central government, there are multiple ministries, and the permission, the process is stretched across 3 or 4 ministries. That is a big challenge in itself. This is a controlling factor. So by controllable factor, we stress on coordination. We speak of consistency in the central and state policies. Finally, we also speak of obsolete technology. This is one thing which is a controllable factor, in the sense that upgrading the technology for the processing plants will go a long way in promoting the food processing industry. So for the question which we took up for discussion in GS3 Agriculture, Food Processing, the question says, if the food processing industry is sufficiently developed, it will reduce wastage, it will generate employment and promote exports. In fact, when the government is speaking of doubling the income of the farmers by 2022, this is what the government has in mind. A good food processing industry which will supplement the efforts of the farmers and provide a consistent value chain so that the farmers participate in the same. But for this, as I said, the basic statistics we spoke of how the level of food processing is just at 2.2% compared to 65% in the US and China. And we also said that though we are a top producer in food production, the levels are the lowest among the BRICS, accounting for just 1.4% of the world food trade. Then the key concerns which we highlighted, we said first thing the infrastructure, the road network, how except the national highways, the problem regarding the minor district roads, state highways, and the poor, the second mile lack of last mile connectivity from the rail transport sector. Then we also spoke of the problem of unorganized players in warehousing. How we do not have proper players in warehousing. Then we spoke of the labs which are set up for the food processing sector. Most of them do not have accreditation. An important point which I spoke of is multiple sources or multiple points of control, starting from the Ministry of Commerce, going to the Ministry of Health. So multiple points leading to inconsistent policies, lack of coordination, lack of adequate trained manpower, inadequate access to credit. These are the things you should highlight in your answer. When the question asks for the key concerns associated with the food industry, these are the key concerns. You wind up your answer by speaking of the challenges. So apart from the key concerns, the key challenges which the industry is facing is the uncontrollable factors, the controllable factors. In the uncontrollable factors, we speak of factors beyond our control, that is, which are left to nature, the vagaries of nature, fragmentation of holdings, climatic variations, constraints in landholding. Among the controllable factors, I speak of quality produce. This is something which will help improve the food processing sector. Inconsistency in central and state policies, obstacles in, or what shall I say, obsolete technology for processing plants. So, in the absence of institutional credit, in the absence of technology which is obsolete, the food processing sector cannot become active, it cannot come up to international standards. So, this is how you would answer a question on the food processing industry. As I said earlier, when answering a question in general studies or in political science, you need not be too critical of the government. The main objective for you would be to highlight the present policies and also highlight what steps could be taken. So this is how you would answer a question in general studies paper 3 agriculture.